everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today here at MadWorldTarot, and we are still looking at the Invictus Games. I know, but we're looking because it has just been announced that 2 cities have been shortlisted to host the 2027 Games. I was blissfully unaware of the fact that there was more than one city in the running. I thought only Birmingham, my ignorance. Now it transpires that Washington DC is in the running too, an American city. I didn't even imagine that the Invictus Games would ever be held in the United States, because of course you have your own games there, the Warrior Games, that were the template for the Invictus Games. So what's all this about? I can see already Americans getting quite irate about the notion that their taxes, their resources might be used to promote the has-been and his wife, and their egos and their quest for glory. I'm being snarky, I'm allowed to be, because this is just for fun and entertainment. I have the new chapter tarot on the table for this one, because this is a new round of the Invictus Games that they are bidding for. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to do a compare and contrast. Washington DC on the left, Birmingham on the right, bankrupt Birmingham on the right. I don't know about DC's finances. I want to know, first of all, how the local populace feel about hosting the Invictus Games. I want to know how Harry feels about each venue. I would have thought that until recently he would have really wanted to hold the Invictus Games in the UK to show everyone what a triumph it is. But of course now he's been shunned by his entire family and most of the nation. It might be a bit awkward for him to have to show up in the UK, and of course same goes for herself, who has now vowed never to set foot in the UK ever again, or people very close to her, who we suspect might actually be her, have promised that to all of us. So how does she feel, and then which city will actually get the nod? Washington on the left, Birmingham on the right, local populace's feelings about hosting, Harry's feelings about each city, Meghan's feelings about the cities, one more, and outcome. Which city will get the booby prize? Some people might say it's a bit of a booby prize at the moment. While it's the Harry and Meghan show, a very worthy organisation. I spent some time today on the website, was really impressed and quite moved by some of the offerings that they have there for wounded veterans, so all in a good cause, but a bit of a problem up at the top right now with the Invictus Games. All of course tarot for fun and entertainment, just my opinion, speculating madly here, and just read energy. And of course there is a disclaimer in the box below. Washington over there, and Birmingham over here, and outcome city, underlying energy. Ooh, 5 of Swords, fighting, conflict around this, lots of conflict around this. I think the organisation feeling conflicted about this, quite frankly. I haven't looked at the organisation's own feelings about this. It's shown up, 5 of Swords, and I would say that as patron, Harry's feelings are in there as well, represented by that 5 of Swords, conflicted, torn between the two. It would be great to show everyone in the UK, see what I've achieved, and really, in quite an aggressive way, I'm getting that he'd really like to prove a point. But of course, I can imagine herself as having a good old whinge in the background. And so a lot of conflict here, obviously, really. So let's see, situation that we are dealing with, or that they are dealing with. They've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a cash crisis. The 10 of Pentacles. Yes, it's a royal family card. Yes, there's the castle. Yes, there's the longevity aspect of the 10 of Pentacles, which is important because it's in reverse. It's how much longer can we keep doing this? Ties in very much with the previous reading, which didn't bode well for their future prospects. I just have to say, the outcome of that previous reading, 10 of discs in reverse, money problems, huge money problems, debt, not enough money coming in to cover the vast expenses perhaps of this one's wife. I'm being snarky, but of course a lot of speculation about exactly how much Harry and Meghan's personal demands are costing this organization. 10 of discs in reverse tells me they've got big financial problems. The cities as well may not have the money to host them. Birmingham certainly doesn't. The British government in trouble for promising, I think it's £26 million to the organisation for the 2027 games, when the defence needs of the country are needing a massive cash injection. So lots in that card. So let's see the local populace. How keen are they in Washington DC to host the Invictus Games? Do they think it's something they want to do? We got the Two of Swords in reverse. Please don't force this on us. It's a difficult choice. It's a crossroads upright. When it's in reverse, it's like, oh, do we really have to? Really? How did this end up happening to us? It's that kind of energy. Who knew? I'm sure that a lot of people are waking up and rubbing their eyes and thinking, what am I reading? What am I seeing? I had no idea that this was even possible. How about the good people of Birmingham? Knight of Cups, they would like it from a feel-good point of view. The Knight of Cups is all about feel-good vibes. It's that wooing kind of energy. It's let's all be happy together and let's all love everyone. And it's a bit of an Imagine John Lennon kind of a thing that's going on here with the Knight of Cups. So they would like it because obviously it's a good cause. It's their chance to shine and to show that they are, what's the word? Into equality and all the good things. So there is that Knight of Cups. They're for it. I'm quite surprised because I would have thought that the money issue would rile people, but it's not coming through. It's coming through as absolutely, it'd be great. So good for them. They're not exhibiting any sort of negativity here at all. So what about Harry? How does Harry feel about Washington? 9 of Swords. Ooh, a nightmare. Nightmare. This isn't how he saw his life going. Not at all. The nightmare might be around things like the Bidens having shut him down and out. And also, of course, the visa and Donald Trump. And who knows what's going to happen at the end of the year with the election. And it might be an absolute nightmare for him. Which makes me want to laugh. How about Birmingham? King, oh yes. King of Discs, that's him, that's the King of Pentacles. Absolutely, yes. I want to do a Tom Cruise and jump on the couch now and jump up and down and shout. The King of Discs has got that all about me energy. Look, everyone, see, I did it. I stuck at it. You thought I was so flaky and incapable and stupid and all the rest of it, and here I've proved it. I'm the boss. I held this thing together for all this time. I made tons of money. Now look, see what I have done. Oh my goodness, pretty clear there. How about herself? Washington is 8 of Wands in reverse. Interesting energy, because somehow she feels that she might be overshadowed. Her attention grabbing and her PR and all of that, that she's quite good at. Except that when she was in Canada recently, she was silenced, not silent. She wasn't allowed to speak on the ABC, I think it was ABC interview that Harry did. She trotted along and smiled and wore the curly hair under the beanie and the mismatched clothes, you know, the white jeans and the cream top and all of that stuff. And the strange dishwashing gloves. When old Bublé sang. But she didn't have an opportunity to really apart from that, the merching and the clothes and the look at me, aren't I pretty and skinny, she didn't have a chance to make it about her. She didn't get to make a speech. So she was shut down. Quite amazingly, actually, when you think about it, about how she lorded it over everyone in Dusseldorf just a few months before. She feels, with that Eight of Wands in reverse, that she'll be shut down even more in the United States. They're on to her now. They've got her figured out. Whoever's in charge of the Invictus Games now won't allow her to grab the mic, to make speeches, to go marching in front of everybody. It won't do. She might also be concerned about higher-ups who might shut her down, like Biden's, those sorts of people who aren't her friends anymore. Clearly, if they got the jam, weren't showing it on Instagram. So, how about Birmingham? Can't imagine she's keen on Birmingham. Birmingham, very funny. Birmingham she would do. And for one reason only. King of Cups, Prince William. One in the eye. Absolutely she would do it to upset him. Because, of course, he's the one that bailed the Invictus Games out when they ran out of money, and Harry bailed on the fundraiser that he was going to do with, I can't remember if it was Apple or Amazon, because he just signed the Netflix deal, and so he just bailed on that fundraiser. Hugely disappointing. Prince William donated his winnings, his settlement from the phone hacking case to keep the Invictus Games going. Prince William was really invested in the Invictus Games in the early days of the games, and Catherine as well. This would be I can hurt you, I can upset you, maybe also I can meet you. Because it's very difficult for the royals to ignore the Invictus Games if the show does come to town in 2027. So it might be seen for her as an opportunity to do a little dance with Prince William and even the King. So strategically, she would like this. So the winning team over here is Birmingham, as far as I can tell. Interestingly, neither of them is that keen on Washington. Who's going to win is going to maybe be tricky to figure out. I've got the Queen of Cups, which isn't really saying anything to me in terms of city. Queen of Cups. I'm drawing a blank, and I'm going to have to I think leave you to speculate. I didn't look at birthdays of cities. I'm not getting any connections with cities. You may, because it might be more of a celebrity kind of an energy that's associated with one of the cities that I'm not picking up in my ignorance. So I'm going to leave it open-ended with the Queen of Cups. Interesting that it's a female energy that's come through as the deciding factor in this. Female energy. I'm tending towards thinking Birmingham. I'm tending towards that, but can't be sure. And I'm sorry I'm going to leave it open-ended like this for now, but it just is not. I've got a bit of brain fog still from my illness, and it's nothing is coming to me, and so I'm going to just leave it like that for now. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you again soon.